Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode here on New Eriador, playing some more 1.12 Minecraft. Yes, and we're in our storage room, and I'd like to get this finished today if we can. We did this before where we put all the chests up and got the room all looking sort of semi as we want it, but it needs to be automated, so that's what we're going to be working on today. I need to get the redstone in place. We've got all the areas marked out for it, and I've been doing a little bit of calculating, and I need just a little bit of redstone to do this, and a few bits and pieces which are in here. So yes, absolutely stacks of the stuff. I think it's something like 300 hoppers, and that doesn't actually include the linking hoppers, so the hoppers that link between them and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we've got about 300 hoppers we need. So I've got the chests and I've got all the iron ready for it, because I just wanted to see how it looked, and it so much stuff. We need about 400 redstone, so even more actual redstone dust. We need, as you can see here, we've got a stack, or just under 2 stacks of repeaters. We've got a load of redstone torches, which I think 6 and a bit stacks. We've got a stack of comparators. We've got 3 stacks of droppers. We've got 4 stacks of stone slabs. We're not going to use everything there. I've got a little bit extra in there. Plus, we've got all these blocks here. We needed another 460 blocks as well. These are just blocks to place stuff on. It's they're not decorative or anything like that. They're just literally for placing stuff on it. So yeah, that's a mammoth load of stuff that we're going to do. But before we can do that, we need to move this thing, because as we can see over on that side there, we might see it better from this side. Yeah, it kind of overlaps the part of the redstone, so it needs to move, and I want to move it here. So I've got this little area down below sort of channeled out, and I think I mentioned it before in the last episode. I'm probably going to take this floor out and make it glass so we can see down in. We'll probably make this water down here, so I might make a little emerald island with some beacons on it, and I'm going to have 5, so we've got 5 spaces for beacons here. But we've got an issue, and there's the issue there. That's a little bit of an issue, because this is right in the centre of the room, and I thought, yeah, it's going to be fantastic, and no, it's not fantastic evidently. We have a little bit of an issue. See if we can go up there and have a look at this issue. And yes, it's our super smelter. Our super smelter, unfortunately, is here. So that's no good. So we need to take this off, and this is where the minecarts run to actually run all the stuff backwards and forwards. So I'm hoping I can sort of create a solution around here, because this top one, if we just take these, that's probably gone into the, we'll have to check the, where does that go? Into the furnaces, won't it? Check the furnaces, make sure we check the furnaces, otherwise we'll be trying to cook these things. So what I thought was, if we got normal rails here, I went one there, one there, one there. Right, okay, we got to get rid of these temporarily. I bet that's gone in there now. They're all going in the hoppers. Does this one stay in the hopper? It does. That's okay. So maybe there, that's better. Maybe if we do this now, will it join? Is it still in there? It is. And no, it still wants to join down to this one here, so we're gonna have to get rid of this one. Yay! So that kind of goes around there like that. So if that's the case, then we can get rid of that one, and then hopefully if we got these back on here, we should then be able to go like that. Yes, and that should work. Our minecart should still be able to come along here, go around here. It'll still drop into that one there, I'm assuming, because it's on the top. And what we're dropping those into there. Is it coal into here? No, that's coal goes in from the back. So these are the items. So I might do a test run just to make sure that's working, and just to make sure we've got the rails out. So I'll go and do that anyway, but hopefully that fixes it, which now means that we should be able to take this away, and we've got our way up. So we'll tidy that up. That's not really an issue. But yes, it now means we've got a beam going up there, which is pretty cool. What I need to do now though is take this thing down, and it's obviously going to get rid of my haste and speed and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to have any of that, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll take this down and we'll go and place it in the middle. And I've only got 3 beacons there, so we're not going to be able to place them all there at the moment, but we've got the space for it. And then we'll just have to put something at the top to stop us falling in, although strictly speaking with the beam we shouldn't really fall through it, but I think we'll still put some glass underneath it anyway, because yeah, creepers and things like that might decide to fall down, or zombies or whatever. You know how they are. You know, I'm really not sure if we're going to need loads of beacons or not. We've got it set up for 5, and this pyramid shape will sort of do that, but yeah, you know, by the time we get resistance 2, regen, which we only have on 1 anyway, speed 2, haste 2, that's only 4 beacons. We don't really want jump boost, and I guess strength would be a side effect to regen, but I don't really need strength on this server in terms of what I'm doing, so yeah, not sure I need that. So what we could actually end up doing is taking that middle one out and placing a beacon on this side, a beacon on this side. We'll have the four working that way. I mean, if you think anything different, let me know. If you think we should be using jump boost or something like that, but I'm not really a fan of it. Anyway, I want to get on with the redstone, which we're going to do here. I'm not going to be doing a tutorial step-by-step process. I just wanted to show you guys how I was sort of doing it, if you like. So in terms of putting it together. So I'm just doing the clock element first of all. That needs to go on 4 ticks there, and some redstone, so that's that bit done. And then I believe this is some kind of extender. So we need a block there, and then we need some comparators, of course. Wish I had enough room on my hotbar. Let's have a look there and there, and then we need to come around here and here, and then we need to put some redstone dust even. So 2 more there, and I think that's it. Yeah, I'll probably go and recheck the video anyway, just to make sure, because you know, at the end of the day, Tango's done a really good tutorial on this, and it's one of those things you kind of want to concentrate on what you're doing. But having built that there, which was fairly straightforward and a kind of a pattern that's in my head at the moment, and fairly enough, you know, easy enough to repeat, rather than building the whole thing, I'm then just going to sort of start again from the same point. So because that way it's, you know, you kind of get into a method, and when you think we've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these things to build, or at least 11, because we might not build that one. Yeah, you want to get into a rhythm of doing it, and you'll find that if you do that, it's much faster than sort of, you know, trying to do it any other way. So you just sort of, it goes into your brain a little bit better. You know, and already I've not even looked at that one to see if I'm doing the right thing, and it's already in my head. But also then you've got the one next door to you as a reference to build it. So, you know, putting this together shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think we go there and there, there, there. I think we then need redstone dust there, 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 and there. Yeah, so, you know, it's simple enough to actually start putting it all together, and then you don't make mistakes as well. You kind of have it all sorted out. So I'm going to get the basics of the redstone down, and then we'll sort of bring you back and sort of do a progression update. Hello, mate. I can see you up there. Yes. Best get some torches as well for that. I don't like redstone getting blown up, do I? Well, all the hoppers are in place there, and I've skipped this bit as I said I was going to. So all I've done is just put a chain of hoppers going all the way across there, and this is probably the sort of trickiest bit so far. I'm sure there's going to be trickier bits, purely because, well, with this we had to get all these hoppers facing in the right direction. If I come up here, you can kind of see. You can't even see from there, but yeah, so we got hoppers going into there, and they're kind of going left and right and up and down, and yeah, getting all these hoppers in the right place was lots of fun, and it wasn't helped by that creeper that was over there hiding out, and then I had an enderman come along and he was trying to bash my face in, and I had to make myself a little hidey hole because he said I looked at him funny and I didn't, and yeah. But anyway, so all these hoppers so far are in place, and this is going to form the sort of transport system, I guess. If we look at this, we've got an input hopper here, so this is where, so I guess an input chest over here somewhere will come into this hopper, and then we've got an output hopper here from the whole system, but each section has one of these input-output hoppers. So we've got the output hopper here, and essentially what it does, it goes into the input hopper, into some droppers. There's going to be a dropper elevator going up, and as you can see there's another one there, so that there's another enderman. What is their problem? Then yeah, so the first one will take it all the way to the top, and then it will come down, and then when it comes down it will then go into this dropper chain, and that will go all the way up to the top, and then down these hoppers here, and then eventually in this exit. And yeah, I'm gonna have to murder his face because I'm looking around so much. He's definitely going to get me if I'm not careful. So let's go over here and say, oh, you come and say hello. Where's he gone? Now I've got an angry enderman. I don't know where he is. Has he gone completely? Oh no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Oh, run! What? He's just sneaky now. Sneaky. No, look, you come. And now I've broken something. I've broken a torch, I think. I'm going to have to check. Yeah, there's a torch there, and I think that went on the back of there. Let's just have a look. Yes, goes on the back of there. Right, I'm going to carry on getting the rest of this done now. I need to start putting in some of the redstone that's going to be powering this. I believe it's going to sort of take it, because the power's got to sort of unlock these in a sequence and timing. We've got some redstone sort of go around the base here, and then we've got to sort of build that up this tower. So yeah, I think I'll get on with that, which hopefully won't be too difficult. I've watched the video a few times, and hopefully it kind of tells me to do things in the right order and all that sort of thing. But it is one of those memory things, and I you know, I'm finding it much easier doing it the way I'm doing, because you do kind of remember to where you got to put blocks and how you got to do things, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. So I'm you know, doing this from memory, and that's pretty good for me. It doesn't need to be on any ticks at all. And I think this needs to be then not there. I think it needs to be something else, maybe a block on top of that. Yeah, that's right, a block on top of that. Then oops, then these going into there. Then I think I need a repeater going into there, and then I think redstone going along there. Yeah, I think that's it. But I'll double check and then get the rest of them done. I think the hardest thing about building a storage room like this with all this much redstone is hoping you got it all right. I did spot one earlier where I'd got a repeater, or rather didn't have a repeater and should have, just by looking around afterwards. But I think in general I've got it all done. I've filled in all the empty chests with filler stones, so there is no blank spaces in any of these chests whatsoever. So in theory it will either go into a predefined slot, or it will go into a chest over here, which is this one here, and this is my sort of overflow chest. So one way of testing it is that we use this music disc, because I do not have a music disc anywhere in here. So in a few minutes, it takes a little while, the music disc will appear in that slot, and you can kind of tell which one is being used, because when you come down here you can see, in fact you can't really see all the flashing lights. Yeah, I think it's actually more on the top. Yeah, you can see those lights flashing there, the red thing there. In fact, you can see it working down here, so that's okay. So you kind of know which module the things are in, but it takes a little while for it to go around the whole system. As you can see, it's not even gone to there it goes. It just goes into the second system now. So yeah, it takes a while, so it's not the fastest in the world, but there's a lot of chests here for it to go through and look through. I've had a couple of issues, and one of those issues is this, in that these corner ones here, so this one, I was having issues with. The items wouldn't go in there, they'd skip and they'd arrive at the end, even though everything was correct. I think I've resolved it now, and the way I resolved it was literally to break the hopper and place it again. So I think somehow it got locked in the building of it, and it's kind of unlocked now. But we'll test it again with some sand from there, and I've got some bone blocks, which is down this one here. So again, it's the same ones that were getting locked, but hopefully they're not now. But yeah, I don't think that this has made it yet. No, so this is our filling chest. We literally put all the items in there. They then go in the hoppers. There's actually a second chest down here, so you can see it there. So we've got two chests. They then go into the input chest there and start making their way around everywhere. So yeah, I think we're kind of done on building this. We now need to sort of concentrate on the aesthetics of it all. And now that I've got the redstone in place, I can start working out, because I wasn't quite sure here, for example, whether we'd have anything here or not, and it appears not, which is fantastic, because we can now put a block here and there's nothing directly underneath there as well. So what I want to do is essentially use this. I mean, the nicer way would be using here, but I think it's a bit risky. We could just drop water and bring it straight down, but it's very risky then that it might go into there or something like that. I'm not quite so sure, so that's something we'll think on. Yeah, but what I want to do is bring water down here. So it may be that we just have it on here. It probably looks slightly better if we can have it one back. But I think maybe just water flowing in between would be quite good. And we're going to remove this floor so that we can kind of make it into more glass and see-through and a watery theme. Because that's what we're going to go for in here, a green sort of watery theme area. So yeah, I think I'm going to get on with that next. I might try out a few water streams just to see if I can get it controlled and down. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, and then we'll also just check as well to see if this has made it through yet or not. So let's have another look. As I said, it takes a few minutes for it to go through. So yeah, there's the music disc, that has arrived. I've not seen anything else arriving yet, and that will be the telltale sign really. I think they've all arrived there, and in theory all the bone blocks should have arrived in here. No, they haven't yet. Oh, they're starting to come in. It's 2, 3, 4, excellent. So that's working. I'm really happy now, because that was a funny little glitch, but yeah, just breaking hopper and replacing it again seems to have done the trick. So I'm kind of happy. So yeah, I'm going to take all these centers out now, all of them there, and I'm going to start sort of planning out the water. So we'll take away the whole of this floor as well, I think. Yeah, we don't really need it, despite the fact it used all that quartz. And then we'll see how well we can make this. I've just been playing around with some ideas, as you can see here. This is my sort of vision, if you like, of what it might be. You've got to imagine that these diamond blocks, I wish, these iron blocks are all emerald blocks, and yeah, so we'll get those changed over time. I just don't happen to have enough just yet. However, this is what I want to do, is have sort of water coming out. So I've got an extra water feature coming out of there, and I've got this one set up. I did try it with some leaves behind here. I thought that might be better, but because you can see through them, they're not that great, and I need something else other than that. Let's get back down again. In fact, tell you what, we'll just use some ice, which should be in this one here. Yeah, no, don't want packed ice. We'll take some normal ice, and then we can just break it, can't we? So let's go back up here again. So in theory, this, we put it in there, it should break and fall straight down. That's good. That's a good start. And there it's come through, and we can then manipulate that how we like once we go up there. Just trying to find out how to get down. Yeah, so if we then take some water, we can kind of sort of expand maybe that way, out a little bit, and maybe even coming in here if I can get up. Yeah, I'm not quite liking that so much, so let's see if I got any leaves on me. I haven't, so I might put some more leaves there. That might be a better idea, is just put a leaf block there, and then we'll do the same on this side, and obviously the same on this side here as well, which we haven't done yet. And down here at the bottom here, if we have a quick look, there you can see I'm using lime green. That's my sort of block of choice because it's very similar to the emerald, and I'm thinking that what get me words out, what we might actually do is put this at this height. I think that might be better. Let's just put it there so it all sort of shrinks. There, yeah, that's better, because I think that's a better height for it. Give it a little bit more height going around here. We'll leave that there so we come back and do it, and then that side's kind of the same. Just don't want it coming over there yet. Yeah, so I think we might sort of have it this height, which I think will be better, and then this will be the sort of the Emerald Island in the middle then. So yeah, I'm quite liking it. And again, the roof, I'm just sort of playing around with the leaf blocks. We'll need to get some more birch leaves, but I kind of want that. Not quite sure if I'm going to have, I don't think I really need lights up there or anything like that. I think it's good enough as it is. So let me get a load more leaf blocks. We should have a few. I've just sold a load to somebody, so yeah, we still got some in here. So let's get those out. Make sure we put these back in so we don't have an empty slot. And then yeah, let me get the rest of this sort of filled in. At least get the bottom done today. Well, over to you guys. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's awful? Should I change it? But don't be too harsh. I do like the water. I think it's a nice touch on there, especially when you consider how much redstone is behind here, and the way it flows down here. I'm really liking that. And actually, you can't really see the iron too much underneath the water, but it will be better when we get the emeralds going in there, because it will blend then into these sort of green concrete blocks as well. And yeah, it'll just look better down there. And I've kind of made the water different at each part, so it all flows out differently just based upon how the ground is below. And I'll probably change these over as well for light grey, which is kind of horrible because it makes this horrible colour, but I guess it's more dull there, and we can change the colour again at the top. But yeah, I like it. So what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to get your feedback on it. Is there any little touches we could add to this as well? You know, do we make it more of an enchanted forest in here with some sort of stalagmites or stalactites, whichever way they flow down? Where's my stuff over here? You know, so do we sort of put some of these rods in here? The only thing I don't like is the fact they're purple as well. But you know, do we have some of these hanging down from the ceiling, perhaps? What do you think? It's, you know, it's not really for lighting purposes, because at the end of the day, you know, we've got lights up there going all the way around here. So but yeah, let me know what you think. Or is there something else we can perhaps hang in the ceiling? I don't know. Would love to get your thoughts and feedback. Would be absolutely awesome. But I think that's probably going to do it for today. I think we've done plenty. I'm going to have to do these corridors. I might just do them in between anyway, because I haven't decided what I'm going to do. So I'll probably just do them and that's it. But we've obviously got to fill in all this bit going back here, so we don't see any of this redstone at all. It's just going to be a corridor that comes down here. So it may well be that this kind of stops, if you know what I mean. So we kind of, you know, maybe have another row of this, so we could have that sort of coming up there, and then again here, and then after that, don't think we really got any. What we've got some stone on us, you know, make it all stone then, and then sort of come back that way, which then kind of blends it and makes it more part of the rock face coming in. So if we do this all the way along, and obviously we'll do a roof. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts, what you think on there. I mean, that's a bit not jagged enough, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's more of a sort of a cave. This is obviously a cave coming down here. We're going to come along here, but it's just a little bit too straight for me, so I'm not quite sure. But yeah, let me know what you think as well down below, or come and chat to me on my Discord channel. That's probably a good way to interact and share with me your pictures and things like that you think. A lot of the guys come on the Discord channel and give me some feedback, which is absolutely awesome, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, as I said, I think that's going to do for today, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. It's taken me a little while to get this out, so I apologise for that. I'm probably going to do a channel update video, so if you've got this far, then yeah, do look out for that channel update. I'll let you know what's going on, let you know what things we might be having in the future. I've been having a little discussion on my Discord channel with my patrons, and they've been giving me some input and feedback, and so yeah, I'm walking through there because I'm just seeing how the light changes each time. Yes, funny, weird. Okay, lighting glitches. But anyway, we'll see you here next time on New Eriador. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.